It's me, Renee. I'm back. So I'm back for another round of my bookshelf tour. As you already seen in the pictures. So I'm talking about this shelf at the moment. And so that shelf is double stacked, as you probably already realized. Well, most of my shelves are double stacked, so yeah. The theme the theme of the first part of the row of the shelf is steampunk. I would say most, if not all, yeah, actually all of them, all the books are steampunk books. Some are adult books and some are not adult books, but they're all steampunk. So there's the same theme through them all. And out of them, I'm going to be talking about these two. Since I kind of feel like I've talked about most of the other books lately in more or less all of my videos, and since I kind of always want to keep on highlighting books that I don't talk about that much, I'm going to be talking about these two. So it's The Girl in Steel Corset and the Girl in a Clockwork Color. So, as you might suspect, this is also steampunk. This one takes place in England, both London and also the countryside. And this one takes place in San Francisco. So it's kind of it has a bit of a Wild West theme. So yeah, this is the first in the series. It's kind of set around a cast of characters, and it's Finley who she has trouble with her back, so she has like this color moved. It's built into her skin, so it's part of her. So that's kind of weird and all. And honestly, I can can't actually say that much about it because it's been a while since I read it. But I remember there being a romance, a love story that's kind of forbidden in a way. So that's fun and good. And there's sassiness, and yeah, and I recommend reading it. Even though I haven't read it in a while, I still recommend reading it yourself. Then we have the second book, which is The Girl in Clockwork Color. In this one, you go, as I said, you go to the States. And actually, I forgot to say, one of the cast in this book is from the States, so it's kind of fitting that way. You meet this character, which has a trouble with her neck and stuff with her neck. You might feel like I'm doing it all wrong. Might be because I haven't read it in a while, but yeah. And yeah, this is just a very good series. It's actually the first two books in the series. First one, second one. The series is actually based. It's actually consists of 4 books, counting 4 books. And I actually haven't read the second 2. I have found the third book in the second 2, well, the last 2. I've found the third one in the stores, but I haven't found the fourth one. But yeah, I really want to reread them, I suppose, yeah, and read the rest in the series. Hopefully I get to them soon. Yeah. So I was interrupted. I'm back. So that are those 2 books. So I would say definitely check them out if you liked the Infernal Devices or other YA steampunk books, because yeah, it has all the tropes: romance and difficult life, high society, and stuff, and it's just very, very good. I'm going to talk about books from this shelf, and I suppose you can just say like just as a just what have you. As you might see, most of these books are adult books. Other than that, actually, there's not that much like of a theme to them. Well, here we actually have the Infernal Devices. Those aren't adult books, but yeah. And then you have adult romance. There's adult fantasy, or like with a superhero theme. And then you have remembrance. And then over here you have romance, historical romance, contemporary romance, crazy rich Asians. And over there you have undomestic goddess. So undomestic goddess, can see me putting there, and yeah. So I would say this shelf is also a good shelf. And yeah, honestly, as you kind of notice after a while, most of my books are young adults. There's not that many adult books, so I would say actually most of my adult books are here. So you know that. And yeah, let's move on, shall we, to the books I'm going to talk about. So first I'm going to talk about this series, the Shambling Guides. So it's the Shambling Guide to New York and the Shambling Guide to the Ghost Train to New Orleans. Yeah, reading the name of it wrong, sorry. But yeah, so this is an adult series. It's from the adult shelf, so kind of obvious. It's kind of, I would say, like, think Buffy, but modern day, and Buffy in the adult series. So I suppose it's not adult in a way that there's not much of sex, but there are like sex innuendos and stuff, and they're all like the whole cast is are adults. So yeah, I would say this is very fun. It's New York. It's urban fantasy, so it's our world, but with fantasy creatures. You have vampires, you have gods, you have werewolves, witches, what have you, all of them. And it's just very fun, very good written. It's a great story, great world, great everything. Can't really say something that's wrong with it. And then also a second book takes place in New Orleans, and it's just New Orleans is so fun. It has a great setting. Well, obviously, and also great plot, everything. You know what? I have to say though, the only thing that I have to gripe about this series. So what you see here, you see two books, two books. I'm not hiding any books from you. Two books. Yeah. Both of these books are written perfect. There's perfect plot, everything. And I suppose the second book doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but still you want more. Are there more? No. Why? Because no one bought the first two? Why they didn't? I don't know. Because people are idiots. It's just, this series is just so good. You deserve more. And the author said on Goodreads that she has ideas for more, but she hasn't written them because publishing. Like, I need more, more, more. Just so annoying. I'm actually gonna link my Goodreads review of the second book because I feel like it kind of gives all my feelings of it. And I just read it. Maybe if someone picks up this book like in this year during Rona or like just soon, and like maybe everyone in the world picks up this, she might publish a third and fourth book. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully she does. Then lastly, we have His Majesty's Hope by Susan Elia McNeill. This was actually, it's actually one thing because most of the other books are like romance and but yeah, it's actually historical and mystery. So I'd say this is actually just historical, but yeah, it's also mystery. So it's about this girl, Maggie. It's an adult story, so it's about woman Maggie. She's a spy. She's a spy during the Second World War. She's lived most of her life in the States, though her dad is British. So she has to kind of like, but she works for the British government, and it's a whole series, and including like her mystery, like of the story. She also has like a rich personal life, and I actually just read this and the second book. The second book and the third book. This one's actually the second book. Yeah, and I read this one and the third book. It's actually, I think so far it's actually like maybe 12, 11 books. And I really want to keep on going with this series because it's very good. Though I have to say, I suppose not because, but maybe because, but yeah, as I said, it takes place during the war. And in some parts in this book, there are some torture-ish scenes, so trigger warning for those. I suppose you could just do what I did and just kind of skip them. So that's or skim them. That's what I did anyway. And yeah, it's just very, very good. Very good series. Highly recommend it. So yeah, and that's my video for today. Hope you got some recommendations and got some joy from this. And I'll see you later.